What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for tuning in with one of my videos again. Appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome. To every single one of you subscribers, man, big thumbs up to you. And for you viewers that have not subscribed yet, think about doing so, you guys. I'm sticking with this. I ain't gonna let up. And if you find yourself continuing watching my videos, please consider subscribing. It would help me out a lot. With that being said, let's just jump into this ride, shall we? July 28, 2021 with the icebear Hawkeye 150cc. Supposed to be doing a little store run right now, but I'm going out for a little joyride real quick. So far 40 miles. It's clicking over to 40 miles even right now. Been riding her for the last 3 days, just a little bit. Matter of fact, this is my third day riding her. The first ride was a 5-mile trip. The second ride was like a 21 mile, and then we'll see what this turns out to be. Let's go ahead and follow this guy. Beautiful scenery right here. I always like looking over towards that old water tower. One thing about where I live, guys, is a little town called Turlock, and all the surrounding is a whole bunch of almond fields, peach fields, grape fields. A lot of agriculture, a lot of dairies, a lot of farmland. At least I've got their 4th of July stuff up. I haven't tried recording in this here setting. This is called wide view at 1.4 times 1.4, something like that, zoom. So hopefully it's a little bit better than the super view. I know super view makes everything seem, if it's about a block and a half away, you guys are not able to see it in the videos unless it's really close up. So I'm trying to give you guys more like a eye of sight what I'm seeing. We'll see how that turns out whenever I get back to the house and see how this video turned out. Yeah, ever since I started my vlogs, it's always been on super view. So now I'm starting to experiment with the GoPro camera as well. Look at these horses, guys. Beautiful horses. The weeping willow. That's what I like doing. I like going out for rides and observing my scenery. It's a trip. God, how he created this world. Look at that. It must be for free. Man, look at that big old rock pile, guys. Let's get a little closer look at this. Good Lord. Never noticed that here. I guess I never actually came out this way. Must be a concrete place or something. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead and park the icebear today and start off with Sally, because tomorrow I'm going to be making that trip, which is a 30-something mile round trip, and I don't want to be riding her out of tune like this. So I was already on Amazon again and looking at the 24mm carbs. I was recommended by Kachi's kid to pick up one of those $25–30 25mm carbs for these things, and just see if the new carb will help out. And then I thought, well, since those cars, you're able, the new ones, you're able to get into them and change out the jets. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a jet kit too. Yeah, because this scooter has no reason to not want to run right. It's brand new. So I am just thinking the symptoms are a carburetor issue, because I've not yet took her full throttle, because the fact is I don't want to do that to her engine, because it's a lot of missing after 35 miles per hour. Normally at the 500, how should I say this, 500 and a half RPM, that's whenever I feel all the sputtering going on, like if it's wanting to run out of gas or something, you know. So I don't know if that's called bogging, sputtering, but it's doing it right now even. So let me just slow the roll a little bit, take it down a little notch. Yeah, I don't want to continue riding the scooter, even though she's a great scooter. It just needs to be tuned in. Let me rephrase that. That's not what I was wanting to say. Hate that, man. When I got something on my mind, then actually go a different way with it. So what I was wanting to say is, yeah, she's a great scooter, man. I don't want to continue riding her with her carburetor out of tune like this. I think the best thing to do is to buy a new carburetor, because these ones always come sealed up. It's not worth to me, it's not worth grinding them down. Like Matt Rolling Rich, he does give some good advice on these steel carburetors. You could actually, or is it Matt Rolling Rich? No, it's not Matt Rolling Rich, it's somebody else that's a year with the Telltale or something like that. Yeah, that was that guy, somebody that's giving his review with the Telltale. Well, anyhow, he's like pulling out those carburetors. You could grind them down flat and flush. Then you get your hacksaw blade and you make your own little levy in there, your own little flathead levy, and you go ahead and you could take out the screws now and reuse them. But I just want to buy a new carburetor. I do got the grinder, I do got a hacksaw, but I just don't. I'd rather have a carburetor that I could always get in there and open up, change out jets, whatnot. Can you guys see that right now, what's going on? Does it show in the video? Right now, Haley's symptoms, I'm just keeping the throttle exactly as going, and it's stopping, going and stopping. So let me bring it down a notch. Let's see what happens if I just give it full throttle a little bit. Oh yeah, there's not wanting to go anywhere. Yeah, definitely I am parking her. I think I'll just harm her by keep riding her like this. It's either too rich or too lean. I don't think it's a vacuum problem at all, because I did make sure all my hoses were all correct and not pinched up or nothing. So I believe the carburetor is out of whack, man. These carburetors, I don't think they got the little air mixer screw that you can mess with, you know. My 50cc, it was all capped off with the gold cap. Yeah, best thing to do, like Kachi's kid said, man, is just buy yourself a new $25, $30 carburetor. Don't go nothing that's all freaking, it's a stock right here that we're dealing with, so no reason to go buy a very expensive one, you know. Just throw on something that's brand new with a better name, or better, you know. There's a lot of better brands than what comes in these scooters, you know. And I was already searching, and I did find a carburetor that costs under 30 bucks, barely like $28. There's a lot of them that cost 24 bucks, but I found the same exact carburetor with the 24 millimeter hole, and I'm gonna go with that one. Then I am going to go ahead and pick up another belt or two for her. That's another thing why whenever I ride, I'm thinking, man, I don't even got no belt replacement. I do got my impact gun with me all the time, and I'm thinking, why do I got my impact gun if I don't even got an extra belt? So I definitely want to buy an extra belt. And I'm going to throw a new coil wire on her, and I'm going to put a new spark plug as well on her, the NGK Irenium. And it's nice and breezy over here today. Perfect weather for a nice long ride. Might just have to jump on Sally and go for it. I'm wearing a hoodie. So what is my max speed right now? I'm going 32 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour. I'm at 505 and 5.5 RPM. And that's the max where I could do until, if I continue to try to make her go, she's going to end up sputtering again. Bogging down. It's a trip though. This here is like the speed of Sally right now. Damn, darn it. That one's a lot better. The first one I hit, I felt that one. Oh, and I haven't even checked my air freaking pressure yet on the tires here. There's a lot of things I still like to do with this scooter. I feel like I'm rushing it. Took my time putting her together, but now as far as riding her, I think the best thing to do is park her, wait till I get paid, and start purchasing what I need to purchase. See, whenever I bought a new carburetor, I bought a Superflow carburetor for Sally, and this exact symptoms I experienced with Sally. So when I put on the new carburetor on Sally, and along with the new muffler, big old short, it's called the short mini muffler. I don't like turning left too sharp with this here scooter. One time I turned left. The first ride I went on, I turned left pretty sharp, I guess, and grinded the center stand, you know. The center stand will be lower on the left side than it would be on the right side, so be careful. Anybody out there riding around with your center stand that's a little low, just know it's always going to be lower on your left turn than it would be on your right turn. Alright guys, that'll conclude for today's video. Everybody have a good day. God bless. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching. With the big old opening in the back, it was black and chrome. I got that one for Sally along with the Superflow muffler, and she ran terrible, man. Yeah, I put that on Sally and I experienced anything past halfway throttle, she did the same thing as this thing's doing, but she also backfired at every stop sign I came to. As I came to a stop sign like this, Sally would be backfiring, pop, pop, pop. So I took off everything and went back to stock. So it's like whatever I'm experiencing right now with the icebear Hawkeye right here is something I've already experienced with the carburetor that I tried to upgrade to Sally. See, I didn't know, man. I just thought we'll pick out any old carburetor that looks the same, but now the diameter and whatnot, it all matters, you know, the jets. So I'm learning, guys. I've never done no carburetor work in my life, besides putting one on, maybe hooking it up, but nothing to tune it in or nothing like that. The only thing I've ever messed with was an idle screw. So it's going to be a new thing for me. I've been watching a lot of videos, getting a lot of advice, so I'm pretty much comfortable tackling this here project now. It looks pretty simple, to tell you the truth. Alright, here's a little store I'm going to go to, then afterwards I'm going to just head home, which is only 2 blocks away. So I guess this is the end of the video. Those doves are fighting in there. They're playing or fighting. Alright, guys, thank you for watching. I hope everybody has a blessed day today on July 28, 2021. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, man, if you catch yourself watching my videos a lot and you're not subscribed, man, I'd really appreciate it if you think about subscribing, guys. And if let alone, that thumbs up helps me a lot. Alright, guys, God bless.